quick intro. There is a lot of information coming at you here. If you don't know the positions of the modes, right, the finger positions, and you're not sure the number system, the flat threes and the flat sevens, right, where the 4 is, all that stuff within your scale, this might be a little difficult. If you need help, comment below or DM me. So we find this is stuff that we get into around week 8 or 9 of the course. So it is pretty heavy. All right, my friends, I want to talk about modal positions. All right, so assuming your phrasing is there, you're playing to the changes in whatever modal key you are in, right? You're not just sort of riffing up and down the scale, right? You're creating those melodies in accordance to the chord changes. And now you want to take that information and move it around the neck. And I think that is a fantastic next step, in your playing. If I'm in A major, right, and I'm right here, and this seems comfortable for me, right? This is the usually like our first position, A major, if I'm playing my major scale there. I should be able to start moving around without getting confused as to where I am on the neck, right? And not just that position sort of being the stronghold. And then, as I get up here, it gets a little lost. If I get down here, I start getting a little lost, right? I want to make sure that there's a stronghold. There's a way to do it. And we're going to use the position, the modal position that is in between the octaves. So what I mean by that is if I have my A major, and then I have my A major up here that I can really visualize. I know it's kind of difficult on this guitar. There's going to be something in the middle. And the way that we can visualize it is using the root note on the A string. So now I have my A major right here. All right, so now what that means is my A major right here is my 5th. So I can play an E mixolydian right in A major. The only thing is I need to sort of be thinking of this not as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7 like a mixolydian is. It's actually going to be the mixolydian position, but 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay? So you're using that position, right? You're used to this. If you're playing mixolydian, but those root notes aren't there and there, those are your 5ths. All right? Now you can take that concept wherever you'd like to go. You could say, all right, I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Cool. I can move this up and I can start playing here. Now I have Dorian, right? Because that's my second note of the A major. So that would be starting right here on Dorian. So guys, one of my students came in. So if I'm in Dorian, I know this Dorian scale, this B Dorian scale, right? 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, right? And I could take that up. The only thing is, I'm just using it as a position to get to the next spot in the neck. So I have my, right, and I'm doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Cool. Here, I'm just doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. So if I'm in this position, right, and I just have A, cool, and I want to go up here, that's my root note right there. Not this, just because I'm used to playing, if I'm in Dorian, that being my root note. You know what I mean? In the key color of Dorian. So I'm using the position, right? And this becomes very effective, right? I can do it the same thing up here, Phrygian, C sharp, okay? Instead of 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, I'm just doing 3, 4, 5, right? 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. And this starts to take me all around the neck, right? Without having to attach myself really specifically to one position. Now, there is an easier way, as I was mentioning before, is using this sort of 5th idea. And what I mean by that is A, cool, A major. And then visualizing this on the A string, right? And saying, all right, that's my fifth. All right, I'm gonna do my Mixolydian position. But the best thing is I can see this chord sitting right in there. And that makes it a little bit easier. You know, I can see that chord right there. So hopefully I don't get too confused as to where I am. And my melodies can stay the same. You know, wherever it is that I want to play it, I shouldn't get too confused. What I really love about this tactic, it does take time, of course. But what I do really love about this specific tactic is if I am in a jam session, I'm not tied to any place. In the neck, on the neck. And then it gets blurry sort of away from that. Now, the next stage of this, and this does start getting pretty heavy, is I can use my cage system to also see the other position. So I already have my E, obviously, like my E of the cage system. That bar chord really helps me out with this position, right? The normal first position of my major scale, right? Now, if I move up here and I do that Mixolydian position, but I'm really doing 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? If I'm doing that and I can visualize that, that helps me spot my root notes, you know, and where I sort of am in that scale. I can do this, use my C position of A. Okay, now what this does is it sort of shows me I can use my Phrygian, 1, 2, 3, Phrygian. Because I can see, I know where my root notes are in that chord, and that'll help guide me. Right, so I don't end up moving into a different position and start playing differently. What I mean by that is we get really comfortable here. Right, but then if I start moving up here, it's like, wait, where? Nope, oh, that's the note I wanted. Right, oh, that's my root note, right? We sort of get this little challenge and things don't stick as well as they do in first position. Okay, I always love doing this. If I have my A major, I could take my major pentatonic, beautiful, and just add the notes in to no longer make it a major pentatonic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All that is the position of an F sharp minor, natural minor. Now I'm up in that position. So that is another way to really visualize that. If you do that, you have this position. This position. Right, my sort of like first position. I can take it up to Dorian if I want. Right now, I sort of just bridge Dorian and Phrygian sort of together. Now in that Phrygian position, right? Now I'm in that Mixolydian. Now back into my natural minor, right? Aeolian. And then I can start back here again and start all over again. Right? And that is a little bit of a heavier concept, right? But it will help you visualize the whole neck. It is probably something that we usually get into around week 9 of the course. So it is heavy, right? And getting your phrasing down is obviously the most important. But anyone that wants to really expand the neck, you know, that is one of the ways to learn it. And it does help. It does help using the cage system and really sort of seeing this out. Last thing of the cage system. I'm so sorry. The G, right, is right. If I'm in A, the G sort of lines up to the Aeolian sort of position, right? If I'm playing like my F sharp Aeolian position, I can visualize this G form, going back to the cage system, of my A, to visualize where my root notes are. Or I usually just go off of the... And of course, if you need any help with any of these topics that I discussed in this video, go ahead and leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can.